are here for another segment. We're going to still stay where we are talking about family. So here I have two guests, a mother and a son, my family out of the DC area. And I'm going to have them introduce themselves first. And then immediately after that, if you all would go ahead and let's talk about family values and let's talk about unity and let's talk about legacy and what family truly means to you. So I'm going to ask you pretty much the same questions that are maybe a little different than the previous guests. One of the things that I really want to focus on, and I think is kind of be a little challenging, but really make you think, and that is, if you had one word to describe the family reunion, the Wright family, this is the 46th family reunion, what would that one word be? But first, let's go ahead and get our introductions in, and then we'll just chime right into that question.
Well, hello everyone. I am Dr. Marcia Jackson. I am super excited to be here. You want to introduce yourself, son?
Yeah, I'm Marcia Jackson. What's up, guys? How y'all doing? Thank you, Angel, for having me.
Yes, absolutely.
So, one word to describe this particular family reunion for me is tradition. Because as a child growing up, as young as I can remember from this, like my grandson here, his name is Richard Zakari, by the way.
Yeah,
so
this is Richard Jackson.
would you like to say hi?
Say hi.
In the microphone. Hi. Okay, he's trying to figure out why grandma's putting this microphone in his face. Anyway, from the time I was probably his age, I remember I grew up in Shreveport, Louisiana. I remember coming to Florida, Titusville, Mims area, two reunions. And so this is our 46th year celebrating.
Yes.
And tradition is just what I recall for sure. Good memories of just love and family and celebrations and travel. Just good stuff that helped make me who I am today.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
One word. That's tough. I like the word that you use, tradition. That's a really good word. Yeah, I would say the word you actually used earlier, which would probably be legacy. Like legacy is something that's really big, really important to me as a father.
Yes.
You know, it was the most important thing when I found out that I was going to be a father. It was like, oh my goodness, what is my legacy going to be? What am I leaving for my, for my son to step into? And I think 46 years of tradition, that's a legacy in itself.
It is.
I'm 28 years old.
Yes,
This has almost been going on twice as long as I've been alive. So that's beautiful that, I may not know everybody here or I may not be familiar with all the faces, but it's a family environment, family atmosphere. We are welcome with open arms. You know what I mean? It's a great environment and a great opportunity to be able to branch out and meet those family members that you don't get to see every day. We live in Washington, D.C., as she said, so it's nice to be able to meet cousins and family members and share experiences and, eat and drink and talk and play games. The camaraderie, the community is important because it takes a village,
Absolutely.
And the village, like my mom stated, it starts for little guys like him, for me, for all of us. We all need that structure and that family.
So I know that. Why is that?
Go ahead.
I think family is
No.
because you don't love your friends like you love your family. And so, when you have a falling out with your family, it matters more. It cuts deeper, So it's sometimes it's harder to forgive. But I mean, I'm trying to speak on this perspective, but I don't really have, I love my mom. We argue a lot. We fall out a lot, but we always have this understanding that at the end of the day, I don't get another mother. She's not getting another son. And so, and we both have each other's best interests at heart. At whatever the core of whatever we're arguing about, it's only because whatever we feel is either the right direction to move in, or the best possible choice for the best possible outcome. And sometimes you butt heads on those things, but I have never, fortunately, I've never come to an altercation where we haven't been able to put our differences aside and still respect the fact that we both love each other immensely, and you don't get to choose your family.
Right. Right. Absolutely. Dr. Jackson, do you have any?
Yeah, I will add. I think, unfortunately, we take family for granted, and it's like, this is my family. Of course, they're going to whatever, fill in the blank, and I think we should really treat family. We should do the opposite, honestly, because at the end of the day, a lot of times when things don't go as planned, family's right there to help you, to support you, to love you, to pick you up, when you fall down. And so, I just think we take family for granted, and it should never be taken for granted. Family should never be taken for granted. And I always say this about family: God picks our family because He determines who we are born to, when we are born, how we're born, our mother, our father. Like, it's not by accident that we come through life with the people that He decided we needed to come through life with. And it's a non-negotiable in terms of, okay, we don't get to choose. These are the people. Now, that doesn't mean that family gets to treat you any kind of way, or you can treat family any kind of way. Like, these are the people we should take care of the most in our daily lives, and sometimes we just don't. We take it for granted. Yeah.
Well, I think that pretty much wrapped it up. Do you all have any final remarks or comments?
I think it was about a year ago. It was about a year ago that me and my mom were having a conversation, and I think it was the start of the new year or something. And she came to me, and she was like, "You don't say thank you enough."
Okay.
And I was like, "What are you talking about? What do you mean?" She was like, "Yeah, like, I don't feel like all the time when, because my mom, I love my mom. She does a lot for me, and she was like, yeah, sometimes when I do things, it doesn't feel like you're appreciative of my help, of my efforts." And, when she talks about taking family for granted, it can be sometimes the littlest things, like oh, my mom knows I love her. Oh, my mom knows I'm appreciative. Oh, my dad knows that I didn't need it. Oh, you know what I mean? Those assumptions.
Right.
And I think, like you said, when you're dealing with family, sometimes you feel like it's just baked in there because it's your family, and you were bestowed your family, you know what I'm saying. You don't get to choose your family. Like my mom said, God chose your family. And sometimes with your friends, you're like, these are the people I have chosen to surround myself, to live my life with, so, you're more inclined to be appreciative of those relationships that you have hand selected to be a part of your life. So to that effect, I would just say, it's the little things. When you say taken for granted, the pleases, the thank yous, the I love yous, the checking ins, the hi son, how you doing? You see we got something going on, but you want some attention, so I'm gonna give you some attention.
That's right.
It's all of those things, because he's not gonna be for forever.
That's right.
You know what I mean? And the moments that we have, we should cherish them, because they are ever so fleeting. So, I agree with you on the not taking your family for granted.
Amen. That's good. Well, I think I thank you all for taking your time out to chat with us. And I think that's it. I'll see y'all later today.
All right.
Thank you.
Great.